festive friends, Katie here, and we're going to be today looking at the new KitchenAid Pebbled Palm 4.8 litre stand mixer. As you can see, it's a dusky dark green colour. It's got like a textured finish to it. It's brand new for 2019 and it's literally the most Christmas festive appliance I think we've ever really seen. Especially put all the rest of my equipment to shame because it doesn't look just as nice. Anyways, I'll go ahead and just explain all about the different features and functions. Like all stand mixers, the KitchenAid, which I always wondered what the fuss was about, but I can definitely see now, is really sturdy. It won't slip when you're using it. Unlike a few others, it's once you've positioned it, because it is heavy, remember, that's it, it's there to stay. As you can see, you've got the up-down lever that closes and locks it in place when you're ready to open, just like normal. And as you can see, it's quite heavy, very sturdy. On this side, although you can't see because it is quite heavy to pick up, it's all the different speeds, so you can just turn it round, not too loud, so that's great, goes faster, or the lower you can go. Here is the huge bowl. As you can see, a really good size and will be great for heavy combinations, a bit for your Christmas cake. And that's exactly what I'll be making in mine, and I'll also be making up different things. Today I'm actually just going to be quickly showing you a really easy to bake Christmas biscuit recipe. So starting off, I'll quickly go through the utensils. You've got the flat beater. Now this is what I'll be using today to show you how to cream the butter and sugar, etc. You've got the wire whip, which is great for meringues and all those sort of tasty treats that you enjoy over the festive period. Well, I know I do. And you've got the dough hook for all those who like to take a chance, make their own bread, do their own pastry. Something that I'll maybe try and give a practice this year because I do really enjoy baking, especially over the Christmas period. And nothing really says Christmas than walking into a house and smelling cinnamon, home cooking, nice warm aromas that just fill the air. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to place the utensils on. Like all KitchenAid mixers, you just simply plug and play. The machine's already literally ready just to plug and play. So putting on your hook and making sure it's in place. As you can see, it's in place. It's quite easy to get off as well. You just lift it up, pull it down, just the standard way of doing it. So I'm going to start by putting together the butter and the sugar. If you want the recipe, it will be on the website. It's quite easy. It's basically 100 grams sugar, 100 grams unsalted butter, 1 egg, 275 grams of plain flour, and a spoonful of vanilla, and for us, our usual tasty treat, a little dollop of cinnamon, because I just want to make it so much more festive. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place in the butter, and then I'm going to place on the transparent guard, because this is so handy. Unlike whenever you're going to use a hand mixer, when everything comes back and splats you in the face, it never looks for a good look. Especially if you're wearing your Christmas jumpers, you don't want to get them covered in anything. So I'm just going to go put this butter in. So as I say, it's just around about 100 grams. Again, the recipe will be on the website. I'm going to place this down, place on the guard, and then I'm just going to take this to its first setting, because with all these in, you don't want it to be too heavy. And a little at the time, just going to add in the sugar. Already you can see that it's going very quickly. Maybe just up the speed a tiny bit. Yep, already it's starting to beat really nicely, quite smooth. Doesn't take long at all. As you can see, it's not too loud either, so you'll probably still be able to play a bit of Christmas music in the background. Okay, so next up, just a little at a time, I'm going to pour in the egg. I'm going to put it up to a higher speed to ensure all the ingredients are combined together. Next, as I said, I'm just going to put a little teaspoon, I'm just going to judge for myself, of vanilla. And then now we're just going to wait until this is all combined. And maybe just add in our cinnamon now so we don't forget. A little bit extra for luck. So I'm just going to stop this. left up. And you may just want to scrape down the side just to make sure you're getting all of the ingredients together. There we go, place back down. And a bit higher. Don't actually need to splash guard with some of the ingredients. There we go, that's all the products combined. I'm just going to lift this up and pull this one off, as you can have already covered and stuff. There we go. Just get rid of any excess that I don't want on this flat beater. Give it a good stir. And as you can see, already there's such a huge difference in having to do this by hand. Normally you can't get it just as smooth by hand, and it would probably take an awful lot longer. So the KitchenAid mixer is absolutely amazing for that. As I said, it's like a dusky green colour and it's got a really lovely finish to it. There are other accessories you can buy, of course, and there's other colours you can buy, but this is our favourite and it's new for 2019. Especially now that the Great British Bake Off's back on, perhaps I could be the star baker myself one of these days. According to the rest of the team, not so much. So that's everything that we need from the KitchenAid Pebbled Pan mixer. Next I'll just be incorporating the flour, which you just simply add in by hand and just mix in by hand, and then we put it into the oven to make them Christmas biscuits. If you've got a straw at home, just put a little hole at the top, and then once they're cooked and cooled, you can place a little bit of ribbon through and decorate with as much fun icing and glitter and sparkles that you would want for Christmas. Great for the kids as well. But back to the KitchenAid mixer, still got stuff all over me. The utensils, there's around about another 15 accessories you can buy. These ones are all dishwasher friendly, so no worries about having to spend hours in the kitchen after you've been baking, then having to do dishes. You can just put them all into the dishwasher. This just gives it a quick wipe down with probably just a damp cloth. Again, it's so easy to use, literally plug and play. You can create whatever you want, heavy combinations, light cakes, pastries, basically anything that you're thinking about just now you can do in the KitchenAid mixer. There is a reason why they are so popular and are used everywhere. Basically right now I feel like Nigella Lawson, obviously not as good as cook. No, definitely not just as good a cook. And it's priced at, close your ears if you don't want to hear, it's around about £600. Very expensive. It's got a long warranty of around about 5 years, but for £600, if you've got a baker in the family, or you know somebody who's looking to, maybe even open up their own little bakery, this could be one of the best Christmas presents they'll ever receive, because it is honestly just lovely. All the details, our full review, and hopefully if the office team don't eat them all, there'll be some biscuits to be looked at on the website. Sorry I can't hand them out to everybody, but they probably will be gobbled up by no later than lunchtime. So that's all from me. Bye!